In India, there was a wise man who was called a Brahman. And he was walking along the road and reading a book, and as he walked, he listened and he heard a tiger. And it was roaring as loud as it could, roaring, "Please let me out!" Well, the Brahman was very curious, and he went right over, and what could he see underneath the tree but a tiger caught in a cage? The tiger was just about to roar again. "Oh, hello, my good man. Please let me out of the cage." But the Brahman looked and said, "But you are a tiger, and you will try and eat me." "Oh, no, I would not," said the tiger. "Please, just let me out. I promise that I would not eat you." "You really won't eat me?" said the wise man, the Brahman. "Oh, no. I want only to be free and out of this cage." The Brahman wasn't sure what to do, but he went right over to the cage and he asked again, "You're not going to eat me?" "Oh, no, I would not eat you," said the tiger. The Brahman opened up the door to the cage and it squeaked open. "You're really not going to eat me?" "No, I would not." "Really, really?" "No, I promise." But as soon as he'd opened up the door to the cage, the tiger leapt on top of the Brahman and he shouted, "But you promised that you wouldn't eat me." The tiger smiled and said, "Well, I lied. Now let me eat you." "Oh, please, oh, please," the Brahman pleaded. He said, "Please don't eat me." The tiger thought that he would play a joke with the wise man. He said, "If you can find somebody else who'll come here, then I'll eat them and I'll let you go. Now off you go and don't forget to come back." The Brahman walked off. And as he was walking along, he went, "Oh, I wish I hadn't let the tiger out of the cage. I wish I could find somebody. And as he screamed and yelled and cried, he woke up a beggar man. The beggar man came over and looked and said, "Why, what's the matter with you?" The Brahman, the wise man, told the beggar man all about the tiger. The beggar man smiled. He said, "Show me the tiger." The two of them went back and there was the tiger. The tiger smiled. "Oh, good. You brought me two people to eat and I'm going to eat both of you." But I've got to tell you something. The beggar man stood there and said, "Why, I don't mind you eating me, but could you just tell me what happened?" The tiger looked. The tiger smiled. "I was walking along the road, I smelt the meat, went into the cage, and the cage door slammed shut. Now let me eat you." "Ah," said the beggar man. "You mean you were dressed in a blue dress, and you had a bicycle resting on the end of your nose?" "No, I smelt the meat, went into the cage door slammed shut. Now let me eat you." "Oh, I get it. You were doing tap dancing up in the tree, and you were trying to whistle." "No, I smelt the meat and went into the cage door slammed shut. Now let me eat you." "That cage over there," said the beggar man. "That cage is far too small. You couldn't even put your paw inside of there." "Oh, yes, I can." "Well, just before you eat me, would you show me, please?" "You're not going to lock me in, are you?" The beggar man looked and said, "Oh, no, I wouldn't do that." The tiger put his pad and his paw and his claws inside. "You see, it's only big enough for your pad and your paw and your claws," said the beggar man. "Go on, put your head and your body in." The tiger put its head, its body, and its legs inside, but its tail was still sticking out. "See, I told you, you couldn't fit inside of that cage. I'll just tuck your tail in." "You're not going to lock me in, are you?" "Oh no," said the beggar man. The tiger's tail was put inside of the rusty cage, and the cage door slammed shut. "Now let me out so I can eat you." "Oh no," said the beggar man. "The way I see it is, you were walking along, you smelt the meat, you went into the cage, and the cage door slammed shut. And that's just where I'm going to leave you." "But you promised me." "Well, I lied." And the wise man, the Brahman, and the beggar man, they walked along, and they were the best friends in all of this world. And they walked along, and they lived a long and a happy life.